Scott, we could probably use a number of words to sum up Friday: disappointment, frustration, and so on. Having a weekend to reflect on a personal level, what are your thoughts on a Monday morning?
I thought it was one of the best performances we've had for a long time. I really did. I thought first half we moved it really quickly. It was some really exciting, fast, high tempo football. We're taking less touches on the ball, but getting into really good areas. You see from the delivery into the box where Dean's got the goals, and to be 2-0 up in 13, 14 minutes, I think, was perfect. It was a perfect start to the game. I think we approached the game really well. Set up the formation and tried to cause them a problem, and I think we did, because it took them a little while to get used to how we were playing. Only positives from the first half, and overall, like you say, really, really sickening feeling that they scored in the 92nd, 93rd minute. I thought we contained them. I thought we were excellent. I thought the second half they came into a bit and found some holes and had a bit more possession, which pushed us back a little bit. But overall, if you're asking your players to carry out messages, tactics, and the way I want to play football, then it's near enough exactly what you want. You can't talk too much about the first goal that went in because he's crossed it and it's gone in top corner. You'll have critics saying, well, you should do better, but we've seen goals like that in the past where it's a cross come shot, and it's sort of a fluke, really. If you look at how much they actually troubled us on our goal, I don't think they caused us too much trouble. They had a couple over the bar and things like that, so we stuck to our jobs, and it is disappointing, and it takes you a couple of days to get your head around it and to stop thinking that okay, it's the points lost. We're in exactly the same position as we were the week before, but from the outside looking in, it looks like we're really struggling, whereas actually in these 4 games, even the Connors Key game where we lost, I thought we stick together. The Bala game, I thought we did very well, and Friday night. So football's a strange thing, because we could be sitting here saying that was an excellent win the other night and not talking about only picking up 2 points from 12. So football is a strange game. That's why we love it. It's it's fascinating, and it's put us in a position now where we're fighting again.
And with 6 games to go in the JD Cymru Premier, that's still 18 points at stake. So it's certainly not a loss caused by any stretch of the imagination.
No, and we keep saying we need to win 7 out of 7 or 8 out of 8. We do need to win 6 out of 6 because people around us are doing well as well. They're playing with positivity and going into games, really, really thinking that they can win these games. So we need to be making sure that the players are aware of how important this run-in is, which I think they do. I can see that. I can see that in training. I can see that in their determination, in their drive. So, we just keep ticking the games off and making sure that we're getting 100%.
And every team in the league, it's true to say, has something to play for at the moment, whether they're fighting relegation, looking to get into a European playoff, or indeed challenging for the title. So one thing we could almost guarantee is that between now and the end of April, there will be more twists and turns along the way.
Yeah, of course there is. Teams are not giving up. There's everything to play for. I can't remember a season like this where it's gone on that long. I mean, it's probably about 5 or 6 years ago now, where we won the league by a point or whatever. But it's going to go down to the wire, and the fittest, the strongest, the best teams, the ones that have been there before, the ones that know what it's about, they're the players for us that we need to pick the rest of the boys up that maybe are a little bit unaware of how we do things, how much we've actually won in the past. The past is not a given to win any league, but when you've got people in the dressing room that are experienced and have got a lot of games, championships, titles behind them, it's I know which dressing room I'd rather be in.
And on Friday, we travel to the Oval to take on Caernarfon Town. They're a good side, they have good support. It's always a tough place to go.
Yeah, the support there, the crowd, it's always a nice atmosphere. Usually on a Friday night we go there, don't we? So we've gone there in the past and done extremely well. Played some good football and they've taken their part in a really entertaining end-to-end game. We've also gone there and obviously got beat already this season. So we know the task. We know obviously there's obviously as well with Hugh going there, there's new management in place. So whether he's tried to change things already and try to put his stamp on things, but whatever way they go, whatever team they choose, Caernarfon are always up for a good battle, and like you say, they've got some really entertaining players.
From a new Saints perspective, you've already mentioned the two sides of the coin. On the one hand, we've just collected 2 points from 4 games in the league, but there have been some very good performances. But based on the balance that you will try to achieve as a manager, are we likely to see any surprises in terms of tactics and lineup on Friday, or will you be sticking with what has proved to be a tried and tested method?
Yeah, we've changed a little bit. We've had to, because if you stand still, you'll get overtaken, and we're not blasé enough just to think that we turn up and play our team every single week and we win games. So you have to be respectful to the other teams and management who try and stop us playing. You see it all over the place in different leagues where people will bank up and play on counter-attack. Say Manchester United won the game yesterday by being really defensive and sticking together and then playing when they could. It's like what we have to do in Europe. Certain teams will be defensive, but there's more than one way to win a game. You can win the game by having 20% possession, and it takes one chance to score a goal. So we have to make sure that our tactics are spot on, our players are aware of how we're doing things, and not just throwing out a formation just for the sake of it. We always take care of the opposition. We never take it for granted, and we'll be doing the same on Friday.
And as we talk right now, we're 4 days away from the game. What's the general availability in terms of players injured, knocks from last week, or coming back into contention?
Yeah, John and Adam are slowly coming back in. So we're apart from that, we're looking okay. We're looking good in terms of numbers. So we're at a good stage of the season where I think fitness is excellent as well. We're topping them up if they need it, and looking after other players if they have got little niggles and stuff like that. But no, we're in good shape.